Everybody, Squad Off Ticket Man here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We got tickets for today. We got Crossword, 50 grand top prize. That'd be fantastic. And Josh, who will be next? $100,000 top prize. That'd be wicked. Let's get started, yeah. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. Not so bad over here. It's getting a little bit better weather-wise where I am. It is not 10,000 degrees Celsius anymore. That's fantastic. Pretty good when you don't have very good air conditioning system, which usually involves a tower fan and opening the window. Problem is, not good when you can't open the window. Still watching a lot of Olympics here. Olympics. What were we watching? Watching yesterday. Yesterday we were watching just skateboarding was a big one. Well, we're surfing again, but we're watching skateboarding. Buddy and I were chatting about it. We're watching the skateboard, the park competition, and we're like, "Are these all kids? Like, did we just get old and it's just all kids now? Because like it was like a bunch of teenagers and then like a 50-year-old or something like that, and it got us really thinking. Like, is the future of Olympics? Is it just a bunch of kids? Is it basically like, did we get so old that like the X Games overtook the Olympics? What's the X Games going to be? If you're not familiar with the X Games, back in I think it was the late '90s and 2000s, there was like the extreme sport games. So there was like BMX, there was skateboarding, it's motocross. I think they had rollerblading. It was supposed to be like extreme sports. But like it's starting to creep into the actual Olympics, so it's kind of like, what's extreme sport gonna do from there? Is it gonna be like a hot dog eating contest and like skydiving? Like where are we gonna go? Well, we gotta go somewhere with it. But anyway, no, we're just kind of thinking there was just like huge gap in the ages and stuff like that. Kind of crazy. Crazy. It was pretty awesome to watch. So it's awesome to see some of these kids going off and things too with skateboarding because skateboarding is rad. Just the idea, like what's kind of like normal now for tricks that people need to be able to do. Meanwhile, like it was a big deal back in the 2000s when people were doing like 540s and like 900s and stuff like that. But now it's like, oh, here's a 11-year-old girl doing like a 900 in the bowl. It's like, okay, um, when did that happen? She's pretty crazy. It's pretty rad to watch. And then the surfing was pretty crazy. Like we were watching that, and we're just like, these waves look pretty big. Like you look pretty big waves. And it's like, well, and the same thing with the surfing. Some people like wearing helmets and stuff like that. And we're just like, is the helmet only help from like your board hitting yourself in the head? Do you think it'd be one of those things where like more people will be wearing a helmet? But then we're thinking like, when would you wear a helmet in the water? Like it's gotta be super uncomfortable, sort of thing. Jury's still out on helmets. Like we know that protecting your head is important, but like it seems to be a really hard sell for a lot of people in a lot of situations. Like you have your bike helmet. I don't even think I would go here today thinking about stuff, but like I'm kind of thinking a lot about it now. Like, 'cause I remember, like, I remember not wearing bike helmets, and I remember when bike helmets came in, your parents were like, "Wear a bike helmet, protect your head," and then they kind of like softly tell you if you fall off your bike, your head's gonna explode when it hits the ground. Like it was a for sure thing that was gonna happen. Like pretty much, if you fall off your bike, it's not worrying about like scraping up your knee or like breaking an arm or something. It's like your head will turn into just smashed cantaloupe on the ground, and that's it. And there'll be a ceremony. Everyone will talk about how great you were and you had big things coming, but you fell off your bike and it's game over for you. But like we I feel like I'm kind of outing a lot of us by saying this, but like none of us wore a bike. We wore a bike helmet until our parents couldn't see us down the street. That's pretty much what it was. It's like, all right, I'm going over to my friend's house, bye, and then you ride away, and then when you get around the corner, you take your helmet off, and you would hang it by But like the straps that will go under your chin, you would hang it off your handlebar and then you ride away. And it's like, well, that's not gonna help anybody. It's like kind of like wearing like a seatbelt, but you just kind of like wear it over like a leg or like over like one shoulder or something like that. So it's not really doing anything, but like it's there, but it's not doing anything at all. But yeah, just like we didn't wear bike helmets. We didn't. I think we really did not wear a lot of equipment when we were growing up as far as like safety. Like we were not safe at all. We were not safe as far as that stuff. Like if you were gonna do something, you knew that getting hurt was part of the transaction of what you were trying to experience there. So yeah, there was bike helmets. That was one thing. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I always kind of thought it was interesting. Sorry if in advance anybody that rides a motorcycle might find this triggering, but like the idea of wearing a helmet when you're you're riding a motorcycle is like if the accident's really bad, it kind of just keeps the head intact, so they can identify it. Be like, oh yeah, that's definitely Steve. It's like, oh man, his body's in ruins, but like, I'm glad we still have his dental record all intact inside the helmet here. We're gonna miss you, Steve. But yeah, no, it's kind of one thing where not really gonna help you because I'm thinking like if it was that important to wear a helmet, I think more people should actually wear helmets driving. I think that would make driving a lot safer because you'd be thinking the whole time like if I get into an accident, like at least my head is gonna be protected. But a lot of people hurt their neck actually, like in car accidents. This is bad enough. I think if it's bad enough, you kind of hurt everything in a car accident. But I'm trying to think other places. Oh, mountain climbing and stuff like that. I went down a rabbit hole. Was watching a lot of videos. We're talking about it's an awesome channel called Scary Interesting. It's very interesting and kind of scary. But they talk about like climbing like Mount Everest and K2 and like also do like a bunch of stuff with like cave exploring and stuff like that. And like they all wear helmets. You don't want to hit your head and be like on a mountain and like hurt your head on the mountain because you try to like radio down to people and be like, I hurt my head. And like, what do you mean you hurt your head? Like, well, I bought my head on like a walk here and like I kind of need help getting down now. You can't do that. You can't do that when you're way up there. So there's helmets there. There's helmet. You think they'd be wearing helmets in gymnastics? You see some stuff that they're doing. They're just launching themselves around. Like, oh, there's no helmets involved there. No. Oh, I can't even say what I was gonna say there because it's like it's not appropriate for the internet. But just the idea, with you are not messing around in gymnastics, but also not wearing helmets in gymnastics. They probably should. I think there's a lot of parents who be like, shouldn't you wear a helmet when you're doing flips in the air like that? Diving, no like actual like diving board diving, no helmets for that one. The obvious one that's kind of funny. Skydiving. They put a helmet on that. If you want to keep the dental records together, that's probably like the one at the top of the list. But like, okay, should something go astray, we really need to know who's on the ground here. We need to know who this puddle is because that's something that we all need to talk about after. If it didn't work out the way that planned, what else is there? I think that's probably it for like helmety stuff. But like, there's a lot of people that wear helmets in interesting situations. But yeah, back to childhood, we didn't wear helmets. It wasn't until later on where like, because a lot of helmets were kind of kind of made you look like a dweeb too. That was a problem. It's like they just needed to make this stuff look cool, and then you needed someone to sell it to you. It's kind of like the opposite of like smoking. It's like all you need to get kids to smoke was like an older kid that was cooler than everybody, and you're like, okay, we want to be like that guy or that girl because she's cool, and that's that was the gateway. But with the helmet, it's like we saw Tony Hawk all the time wearing a helmet. He was on the half pipe and he wore a helmet, and it's like, but the helmet made him look cool. It made him look. I don't want to say it made him look dangerous because he's definitely not dangerous. Tony Hawk is not. The Birdman is not a dangerous looking guy at all. But just the idea where he could sell it to kids, where it's like it was a non-issue. It's like, yeah, I'll put a helmet on because I'm doing 900s, and I'm like 50. Come on, of course I'm gonna wear a helmet. Anyways, I thought it was interesting. I think we just got the word use. We really could have used an L. We could have used an R. We could have used an X. I think that's about it. Yeah, R would have been pretty sweet. That's okay though. Moving on, we got our bonus down here. Let's see what we're doing. So, a lucky symbol. Oh, we got a heart. Gotta love that. We got a necklace. A sign of love. We have a book. Could be love poems in there. We got a key. Oh, that could be a gift to someone that you are thinking about. And then we got sunglasses. The heart, the shame. That's not working out the way you wanted it to. That's okay. Alright, so nothing on crossword today. We can live with that. Not that we have a choice. Moving on. The jaws will be next. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to help support the channel. Okay, so our numbers here. Still trying to come up with a better system so I know exactly what I do and do not have in the numbers below. Scratching away here. Alright, 20, 10, 33, 4, 18. Let's go. A lot of safety equipment though, just in general, that you kind of just thinking out loud, just like you just need one person to either sell it that it's cool or not cool. And so many things work that way. When you really kind of, when it gets boiled down to what's going on there. Like, that's why you need, like, even when it comes to, like, I'm going to go here for a second when it comes to, protecting ourselves. Just like, it's like sex education in, like your primary school and then in your high school. And it's like, you need the right person to come in and tell everybody about that stuff. Because the teacher they have usually hates the idea of trying to tell people, tell the kids what's going on. And it's just like, they just need to have like one super cool person that everyone agrees that it's cool and they can come in and just tell everybody, just kind of show them the ropes. Or, what they could also do is just bring in STD-ridden human being, couple preferably, with a baby that will not stop crying. And be like, here you go. Here's the future. Smart up, everybody. Alright, so 20, and so I'm going to just go through 20, not seeing it. 10, not seeing it. 33, we got 34. Not seeing it. Gonna have to scratch that for a second. 4, not seeing it. And 18, not seeing it. And no anchors in there either. I don't even want to go scratch any further, so I want to toy with the emotions in my little heart here. 34, what was 34? $5. Oh, that would be nice. Moving on, we got at the bottom, we got our sharks here. So we're looking for 3. We got umbrella. We got binocs. We're already out of the game. And we got a shell. So nothing on Jaws. Nothing on Crossword. Oh, that's okay. Happy hump day, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good week. Yeah. Wear a helmet. Be safe out there. See you in the next one. Good luck at that.